Hey skaters, I'm Dirty Deborah Harry with the Dirty School of Skate and Sugar Roller Skate. I'm here at the Fountain Valley Skating Center tonight to talk to you about backward skating. Now you may say to yourself, but Dirty, you've already done backward skating videos. But it is seriously a topic I could spend, I don't know, hundreds of videos talking about to break it down to its minute parts. And tonight specifically, we're going to be talking about how your heel comes into play, and more specifically how your back truck comes into play. So your heel and your back truck, something we've never talked about in the realm of backward skating. So before we get on to that, I need you guys to go ahead and follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, Dirty Deborah Harry, and of course, if you need skates or skate accessories of any type, I need you to go on over to planetrollerskate.shop and have the gals over there help you with everything you need. Of course, in the comment section here, I welcome all your questions, comments, concerns, and all that jazz. So please feel free to communicate with me as much as you want. I love to hear from you guys, and I do my very best to answer questions and all that. Alrighty, let's get into it. When we talk about backward skating, a lot of time the emphasis will be on the front truck or the ball of your foot, because realistically that's where the weight of your body needs to be. So when I'm thinking about skating backwards, especially at the very beginning, you start with your feet in an A-frame, you drop your body weight with your hips in order to bend your knees, you put your arms out to your side, you got your chin up, shoulders straight across, snack area nice and tight, and then you think about shifting your body weight. So you may shift your body weight to the right, shift your body weight to the left, shift to the right, shift to the left, etc., etc. Now when I'm doing this, I'm pushing down on the ball of my foot and I'm alternating sides, rocking my body weight from side to side in order to gain momentum. But when you really think about it, there is so much more going on there. When we think about skating backwards and having our weight on the ball of our foot, if we put the weight on the ball of our foot correctly, magical things happen in that the heel will lift off the ground, or the back truck, and truck we're talking what your wheels are attached to, that will come off the ground naturally. When it comes off the ground naturally, it'll come up just a wee bit. I do not need you to lift your heel off the ground. Mostly because every time I tell someone to lift their heel off the ground, they do this and they lift it up real high. All I need you to do is properly put your body weight over the front or top of your skates, have them over the ball of your foot, and once you do that, you'll realize that your heel can maneuver anywhere you want. This comes to the second most difficult thing that I think skaters have when they are learning backwards, and it's that they have trouble keeping their legs together. You know, some of you have trouble keeping your legs together, but it's not for the general reason why you would think. It's because you're not directing your heels back to center. All right, so it looks like this. When I'm skating backward, I direct my heel inward in order to keep my legs nice and close together. It's important that this is done because this will keep me heading backwards in a straight line. Bringing me to the next point. What if I want to change lanes or change directions? I could then direct my heel not inward, but why don't I direct my heel outward? So here's me directing my heel inward in order to keep a straight line, to keep balance, to create momentum, and successfully skate backwards. And I say, nope, I want to go this way. All I did was lift up my heel just a little bit more and then point my heel in the direction I wanted to go. So again, here's me inward, 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 out. And I can turn. This works obviously both directions. So here I'm skating inward, inward, heel, in, heel, in, heel, in, heel, in, and out. the second that I push my heel outward, and if I just maintain it outward, I'm just going to keep going that direction. As long as I keep it that way. Okay, so I think that this is an interesting aspect to tackle for your backward skaters for your backward skating, because a lot of you can already do this. You're like, Dirty, I can shift my body weight from side to side. And then I can do the ever important scissor, where we are focusing on dropping our body weight down and bringing our body weight up. Same amount of distance of each leg from your center. Building muscle, memory, strength, coordination, and all that. But then after a while, you're like, I want to dress it up a little bit and skate backwards and look good. All you have to do is start playing with your heels, okay? Put the bulk of your weight on the ball of your foot, keeping your upper body straight so you don't fall over, and then try shifting one heel to the side and see where it takes you. So again, let's go through this from the beginning. As always, you know I am a stickler for posture. Chin up, shoulders straight across. Snack area nice and tight, arms out. Your arms can be anywhere you want them to on the sides, as long as I like to see the same amount of distance from your sides or your thighs out. So I don't want one arm right up here and then one arm down. Keep them out here so I can maintain balance, all right? So I start skating backwards, and my focus is keep my chin up, look ahead, and think. I want to keep my legs tight and together. I don't want to skate with a really wide base. So I push down on the ball of my foot. I start realizing, oh my God, the harder I push down on the ball of my foot, and as I rise up, my heel comes off the ground. Nice and naturally. And no more that I turn my heel inward, the easier it is for me to keep this nice, tight line. And then when I decide I want to turn, just for fun, I can turn out, bring it together, turn out, bring it together. All I'm doing is taking my heel and pointing one in the direction I want to go to, and then the other foot follows. Other foot follows. If you want to get even more technical, the other foot is on an inside edge and making somewhat of a C shape. So I'm down, I turn this foot out, my knee goes slightly over my big toe to hold on to that inside edge to make sure I can go with it. I can then have fun returning with it in whatever style I want to make it look like something. All right, skaters, I hope you like this video, because I think it's something kind of unique. It's a very small part, or I'm sorry, it's an overlooked part of backward skating that people end up stumbling upon, but they don't really know that they're doing it. So now that you know it's an option for you, now that you know I can play with my heels and make things happen, then let's do it, okay? I want you to get out there and start experimenting with your backward skating. Now, this other thing I want to say about backward skating, a lot of times when I'm teaching people at the rink, or I just notice them struggling with it, I go and I have a little conversation with them, and I can't tell you how often it is that they are wearing the wrong type of wheel. And then they get really frustrated. I can't backward skate, they say. And I'm thinking, well, you're doing a pretty good job on those wheels you're wearing, which are totally wrong. And I encourage them to get a different set of wheels. Why? Not because I want to sell them stuff. I'm not in the business of that. I don't care. I just need them to have the right equipment. It's so much easier when your wheels are connecting or interacting with the floor in a manner that's beneficial to you. So I have a video that I actually just did, and it's about wheels. So take some time, go over there and check out my wheel video, okay, you guys? Because you could, if you are struggling or you've plateaued and you're like, I don't know, it could be the time to change out your wheels, get something different, and you may explore a whole new way of skating. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I cannot tell you how grateful I am for every single view I get here on YouTube. You have no idea. I love it. I love when I see you at the rink and you come up to me and you say, I watch all your videos. And I think, oh my God, thank you. You cannot understand that I am super happy to meet you, super happy to know that you're actually out there and that you're watching these and these videos are beneficial. I thank you so much because it drives me to make them. It makes me grateful that I had parents who were incredible teachers and who taught me how to do so many different things in skating. And even more grateful too to have a family that supported this rink, and my uncle, who is going to be 89 years old and skates at this rink every single day. He can teach you a thing or two, but he's been so passionate about this sport and keeping skating culture alive. He's had this rink since 1976. I'm telling you, go practice in your kitchen, garage, tennis court, driveway, roller rink. I don't care where you go. Just get out there, get some friends, and see if you can't start backward skating. Think about your heels and what that does and how that changes your backward skating life. All right, skaters, so I've got to go. We'll talk to you later.